Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're here for Delicious in Dungeon episode 21. Last episode was a really great episode. We got some team bonding with Izutsumi as Marciel and her kind of had their moments when she was getting attacked by the wolf, and Marciel had the saber with the blind. Then we also got her moments with Senshi, where Senshi made her. They kind of taught her to not be as picky and whatever it may be. And then we also saw Chilcha get along with her against the ice golem. So just overall, the crew is starting to bond with Izutsumi over time. And I made the metaphor in the Discord, and a lot of you, I believe there's even comments about it too, in the way that Izutsumi is like literally a cat. Literally a cat, in the fact that our group has to earn her affection and earn her trust and whatever it may be, just in the same way a cat does, and a lot of her actions and hostility towards the gang is very cat-like, which obviously she is a beast person, literally has the soul of a person and the beast in one, but she also acts like a cat. It's very intriguing. That's all I'm trying to say. I love her character already. They included her in the OP and ED, so she's clearly going to be a main character sticking around for a while, and we will see how this all goes. I'm very excited to see as our gang continues down further into the dungeon, and yeah, we will see how everything goes in this episode. So per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, and past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all of my reactions, so feel free to check out either of those of your own will. But now, without further ado, let's hop straight into Delicious in Dungeon, episode 21. Oh! We're catching up with the gang here. Both Shuro and Kaburu's gangs have made it back to the surface. I wonder if we're going to spend an episode with them. That would be very intriguing, because I know Shuro said he was going to go talk with the elves and report what had happened down there. And then we've got Kaburu's gang, who knows what they're going to do. Oh, they're not out yet? Yeah, I said report to the elves, but yeah, report to the Lord of the Island, who is going to report to the elves in turn. Huh? Huge ship? What? Oh! The elves are here. When a dungeon's danger level rises past a certain point. Oh god. So wait, that implies that there's other dungeons around this world and it's not just this one? Interesting. That's an interesting little bit of lore, unless that's just a subtitle. Little hiccup there. The way that is phrased implies that there is other dungeons out there. Yeah. Okay, it's clear that he's talking about there's multiple dungeons. Their mission is to investigate dungeons and take control of them. Okay. That's interesting that there's other dungeons around this world. The way that they talk about the one that we currently explore, it has its own, like, super in-depth lore about how it became a dungeon, and I wonder if that's the same for all the other dungeons around. I have no idea. Yep, they're literally here. Is she shaving him? She is literally shaving Shuro right now. Like, she is actually just shaving my man. This man, just since this episode started, she has just been wholly taking care of him. Oh, hello, Inamari. Yep. Ah, shit, they beat us to it. They beat us to it. Oh god. Oh god. Damn. Okay. So, seems like really wherever these elves go, they rain destruction. Although he did say that monsters flooded out of the dungeon. I'm not sure if it's the... I'm assuming from how he phrases it, it's like the monsters killed them, but I don't know. He seems to also not like the elves very much either. I don't know. The way they did that backstory was a little odd. I mean, I know it's only a piece of it, but yeah, all he says is monsters flooded out, the elves came, and many lost their lives. That's very vague. That is very, very vague. But I do agree. See, it seems like in this world, because the elves live longer, they seem to be like the highest power, and that their race seems to kind of run things to a certain extent because they are so strong because of their the age difference in the way that they're able to live way longer. And so, holy shit, I just like blanked out. Where was I going with that? And so yeah, like just having one race kind of control all the other ones is not a good thing. Woo! There's so many cool looking character designs already. So many cool looking character designs. Ooh, the dwarf guy from Nominee's Party's there. That's why they're here, obviously, because he's here. They both look a little exhausted. Oh god, the Lord of the Island. Yeah, it seems like they've intimidated him to all hell. He looks totally exhausted, honestly. It seems like they have just intimidated him enough and he is just way too exhausted. I think he's just ready to give up. Yeah, so it seems like they are here to talk to the Lord of the Island to convince him to let them bring their troops to the island. That's what it seems like they're trying to do here. Yeah, honestly... So this is interesting. This is how he heard about Laios and Falin. Okay. I like that we're getting more Kabuto backstory. I've already said he is like, as far as interest goes in characters, and I want to see more about them, he is like at the top of my list. I like how Senshi made an appearance at the very bottom left of the screen. Let's see. I want to see Senshi down there again. I hate that this isn't translated. I want to know what this says. I want to know what all this says when I know it's like probably describing them or whatever it may be, but I just love that Senshi, I don't even know if you guys can see it. You guys can like barely see his little horn down here in the bottom, but he is in this corner here. It seems like that hunch is playing out. Yeah. Yeah. He literally... I actually agree. I 100% actually agree with Kabuto here. I do not think that Laios should gain control of this dungeon. I just don't. Literally all he cares about is monsters. He could care less. He could give less of a shit about people. I love Laios. I do. He's such a great character and I love him. However, as we're talking control of the entire dungeon, maybe he's not the best for it. Interesting. Interesting how he doesn't think Laios should take control, but at the same time, he's gonna stop to buy him time. Dealing with him must wait until later. Okay, so there you go. Thank you for clarifying that it was the dungeon that destroyed his hometown and killed all the people. Thank you for clarifying, because I mean, you could assume that, and it's pretty clear that the elves wouldn't come in and just kill people, but the statement was so vague, it left it up to interpretation for no reason. They recognize him? Really? Is he putting on an acting show here? I feel like he's totally putting on an acting show. We know Kabuto is extremely good with people skills. So it seems like he was taken in by an elf after that. And he was raised, possibly. For a few years. Interesting. The vice commander of the elves took Kabuto in. Oh god. He's got, what's his name's voice actor? He's got like one of the most... like, I swear this voice actor, he's great, but he plays the same role in like every series that he's in. I forget his name, so I apologize, but he has easily one of the most recognizable voices. Oh. So with the collapse, it was like an all-out fight, and so a lot of citizens ended up being caught in the crossfire, I guess, and ended up dying, I guess. Okay, so So it's partly the monsters and partly the elves being there and collapsing the dungeon ended up getting civilians caught in the crossfire as well. Oh god. We must not feed it. Man, things are picking up. I love how Shudo hasn't spoken once. My man Shudo has not spoken once this entire time. He is just letting Kabuto put in the work. Wow. That's a big ask. Hey, he did not want to eat those monsters, all things considered. He did not want to eat those monsters at all, but I get it now. He doesn't want a repeat of that. He doesn't want the elves to go in there, try to seal it, have a bunch of monsters get out, the monsters kill a bunch of people, a bunch of the elves die, citizens are caught in the crossfire, all the above. He doesn't want a repeat of that to this place. And it's like he said earlier, this dungeon is I can't remember his exact words, but he talked about it being a source of income for people. Like I said, I can't remember his exact words, but it is essential for the economy of this place. It would appear. An investigation. The way they both looked at each other. That's so good. Interesting how he suspects that he's up to something. Oh no, the poor little tiny elf is crying. Oh, we're back with the gang. I honestly wasn't expecting to come back to them in this episode. I'm not complaining. I'm really happy to be back with the gang, but I wasn't expecting it, honestly. I was really expecting to spend like that entire episode with Kabuto and Shuro. It was quite a clever metaphor. Just showing her how many different combinations there can possibly be with eggs, and how it's kind of difficult to liken it to one kind of egg. What? What was that? What was there, like a fly or something in his face? Damn, that looks so good. Soul Eggs Benedict. That looks so good. Marcial back there doesn't look pleased, but she's eating it. It's that thing again. He literally sees a ghost right there. Okay. Now we're finally addressing the fact that they're not hallucinations that he keeps thinking when he gets the mana sickness. He's been thinking they're hallucinations every time. They're not. They're very much real. No. Oh. Oh no! It's just progressively started talking to him more. Why is that hilarious? Why is that so funny? It's just like, you can hear me all this whole time, man. This whole time you can hear me. Interesting. So it's like this one ghost has just been following them around. If anything, I'd say so. Just looks like he's talking with the wall. I do remember that. Yeah, I actually do remember that. Someone better not be the Grim Reaper. Interesting. This is a very prominent ghost too. Most of the ghosts come and go, they'll appear, disappear, whatever it may be. But now this one is like staying here, speaking to him, and is trying to lead him somewhere as well. Very interesting because Faline has been able to do this I guess this happens to her all the time, I'm assuming. She just has ghosts speak to her all the time, and now that Laios has kind of started using magic, he has maybe awakened that part of himself as well. It seems to be a familial thing with the Toad siblings that they're able to see and communicate with ghosts. Ghosts. Whoa! What the hell is going on? He's in like the 4th dimension. What is happening? Also, I apologize for any background noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I have neighbors mowing right now, and so if you hear anything, that's what it is. What on earth? Where the hell did we get dragged? No, no, Senshi! Wait, what the hell? What is happening? You outsiders. Oh. Oh. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. This is what the Mad Mage is trying to preserve. The Mad Mage is trying to find King Delgal. Delgal? I forget what his name is. It's one of those two. The Mad Mage is trying to find that king to bring him here to rule these people. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. This is the place. So it's like there's the dungeon. I still have so many questions, but I get it now. I get what the Mad Mage is trying to protect and preserve is this. Okay. So, oh. Oh God. From the person you're about to meet. What is happening, man? What on earth is happening? Yeah, what? Oh my God, so many questions, so many questions, so many questions, so many questions. Why is she so perturbed by them? Jesus. Oh God. Yeah, everybody showed up. Of course you do. Of course that's all Laios fucking cares about. So, is the Mad Mage gonna be here? First of all, who is this master they're referring to? Is the Mad Mage gonna be here? Are these people immortal? It seems like they're immortal in the way that Senshi said there's no old people here. Like I have a plethora of fucking questions right now. Since he wants to see the food being grown. And Laios is going with. Yeah, what is Izutsumi okay? Izutsumi is going through it right now. What? Laios is fucking loving it. My God, they're huge. Wait. He referred to it as above ground. We're maintaining them to replicate our lifestyle from above ground. So is this like an underground? I don't know if it's a metaphorical underground, like we're in a different dimension below the dungeon where this golden castle is being held. So many questions. I have so many goddamn questions. Izutsumi is still going through it. She just seems to... She seems to be wait. It's just kind of clicking. It's not teleportation sickness. The beast soul within Izutsumi has like taken over. That's why she's acting the way she is. The cat beast soul, whatever soul is fused with Izutsumi's, has taken over when she got transported here. That's what's happening. The human side is gone. That's why she's acting like a cat. It's not sickness of any kind. The beast soul has just taken over. With the same members, so it seems like whoever they're super excited to see new people. So it really seems like they're like immortal and there's no new people here ever. It seems like they have just lived here maybe since the original castle kingdom fell. They have been just living in this dimension forever since then. I don't know. I keep assuming things and trying to come up with theories, but I have so many questions about what the fuck we just got dragged into. What the hell? That look, well, yeah, old-fashioned my ass. What is that? I suppose being isolated from the outside for a millennium would alter fashion too. Okay, so our characters seem to have a grasp of what's going on here. It's like the souls of the people from that kingdom. Maybe the Mad Mage used a super powerful spell and brought them all here, and now they just live here happily? Like I said, so many questions. But yeah, it's like she says, they've been here for forever. Clearly they are immortal, that has been established, and they have been here for forever. Ideally, in my mind, that would mean they've been here since the kingdom fell. It would make sense in my mind as well. The reason the Mad Mage is searching so frantically for King Delgal is to bring him here so they can all live happily. That makes the most sense in my mind. Oh, I see Izutsumi is rubbing her hair onto Marciel's dress here. Oh, Chilchuck's enjoying some drinks. Also, I should have put 2 and 2 together earlier. I don't know why I just did it now. I apologize. But them saying the monsters are under orders to not attack them immediately clarifies that this place is under the jurisdiction of the Mad Mage. That immediately clarifies that this place is under jurisdiction from the Mad Mage. That's all I needed to hear. I should have clicked. That should have clicked in my head earlier, but only the Mad Mage is able to control the monsters and how they act around people. So clearly, this area is under control by the Mad Mage. Nice. Brewing for 400 years? Good lord. His face. Oh my god, Laios is so hyped up from being able to milk a Minotaur. These two monster psychos. Yep, here to bother Chilchuck. Yeah, what? Oh, it brought them to mind because Laios was thinking about the fact that he wants to see how many nipples Izutsumi has. That's why. Oh my god, they got them dressed the hell up. And Izutsumi is still just hugging onto Marciel. Yeah, Izutsumi is definitely in cat mode right now. Oh my god, yeah, those other ones are definitely interesting. Yeah, that's a good question. She got so embarrassed. She thought he was gonna like compliment her outfit or something. She does look very good in it. I'm sorry, that might have been an overreaction to that, but that was so good. Just the hard cut to Laios just being so distraught about the fact that she wouldn't let him pet her. Oh my god. Jesus, since Laios won't say it, I will say it though. She does look good in that dress. And she seems to really like Marciel in this form of infancy. Yes. Wow. Yeah. What is modest to them? Oh, an elderly person. The only elderly looking person we've ever seen. Okay, never mind. I don't even know if he's elderly. I think he just might have white hair. Sorry for assuming. Oh. The grandson of Delgal. Vegetables in slime, aspic, beef rib steak. Wow, they are eating good. That just looks like Jello. That's funny. It's just slime Jello. Blade, fish loaf, potato, and rabbit soup. I love the different poses of Izutsumi, just her chin on the table. I wonder who suggested that. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, even they refer to him as the lunatic magician. Really? Interesting. Yes, please expand. I need to hear more. So he was already manic at that point? Yeah. Both of you monster food haters have to eat. Wait, is this a story we heard in like the first episode where the king like came up onto the surface and then turned into dust? Is that the guy? I think that's the guy. Oh man, I don't want to get like too... I've already been talking so much in this video and I don't want to start like trying to confirm anything or deny anything, but maybe they'll talk about it here in a second. But that is the story we heard at the very beginning of this series, that a king appeared talking about a golden country and then he turned to dust. He wasn't talking about the dungeon, he was talking about this place. Yes. Yeah. Interesting. So they've lost their flesh. Oh my god, and that's the ghosts? What the fuck? Oh, it all makes sense. So like the more prominent, more powerful ghosts are these immortal beings who eventually over time, because they're immortal, like they lost their flesh, they lost their identities and became these ghost-like creatures. Whoa! Whoa, that explains so much. And are unable to return here, and that's why they just roam the dungeon. Yes! We did do that, we did. That means we've killed some of their friends, but I think that's a good thing, because they clearly wanted to escape here because they were tired of being immortal. They wanted to get rid of the immortality and die. So clearly we did them a service, even if we turned them into a sorbet. The prophecy. Laios? Laios has a winged sword. Literally Kensuke. Yeah. Wait, yeah, did it always have that? Did it always have a lion face on it? Laios' reaction tells me no. I don't think it ever did. This was in the first OP. This lion creature is in the first opening. That's crazy that they teased it all the way back then. This lion is literally in the first opening. It's not much of it, but you can see its paw step in that OP. I don't know why I so vividly remember that. And now that I think about it, the elves coming in on the boats is also in the first OP. Kind of crazy that they teased all of that in the first opening. It's prophecies, okay, yeah, I got it. I just can't English. Wow. Holy shit. Oh my god, the fact that it was prophesized for Laios to pick up Kensuke and he's going to defeat the lunatic magician with fucking Kensuke is so funny, and all of their reactions are so good too. And free you guys. Marcial in the background! That is so much. What I thought was gonna be such a serious moment turned so comedy so quickly. Everybody's reactions and then the pan to his face. Oh my god. That is a huge ask. That is all we want to do is save Falling. Like, obviously our goal is now to go defeat the lunatic magician, but that was to save Falling, not to liberate an entire kingdom of immortal people. That was not the original objective here at all. I love everybody's reactions are so good. Chill Chuck! And then Izutsumi just over there cleaning herself. I love how Izutsumi is literally attached to Marcial at the hip. Also, Senshi, what the fuck? He's got the helmet off. He is big chillin' with that. He's just got on like the pants. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I was talking about Izutsumi. Yeah, she really seems to love Marcial when she's in cat mode. Yeah, when did he get that lion's face? That would make sense. Yeah. Ah, so they don't know how to season it and stuff. Makes sense. So they don't go insane. So they have something to do with their lives? Yep, literally to stay sane. I also feel like I remember he talked about saying he would consider, because the orc was telling Laios to go and defeat the lunatic magician and inherit the dungeon as well. God, that is a blast to the past. That was like episode 4. And I believe Laios said he would either think about it or he would do it. It was one of those two, and I'm leaning more towards he said I would think about it, but I'm not sure. I can't remember if that's exactly what he said. It was something along those lines. You guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong on that. Chilchuck's kicking her ass out. So is the life of an immortal being, it would seem. Good episode, man. God, this show is so fucking good. Why is this show so good? Oh my god. It got me talking so much. Such a good episode. Like, this show is actually so peak. Ah, Izuzumi's in the ED there too. I did not notice that the first time. I only saw the last frame of the ED with Izutsumi, but Izutsumi's in that one too right there. I didn't see that originally. Why is this show so peak? Like, seriously, this was the biggest lore episode we've gotten so far. This was the biggest lore episode we've gotten so far. Oh man. Also, I'm going to talk about it now because I'm realizing now that I was wrong. The reason I wasn't technically wrong, the Mad Mage is searching for Delgal because Delgal escaped. That's why the Mad Mage is searching for Delgal, because he escaped the Golden Country and went up to the surface and turned to dust, which means, technically speaking, the Mad Mage is searching for nobody. King Delgal is dead. You can't find him. He died. So the Mad Mage is searching for nobody at this point. Going on a frantic search for someone who isn't around anymore. Interesting. Man, this show, seriously, this was so good. This show is so good. The lore in this show gets so deep and intertwined sometimes. Like, I had so many questions throughout this entire episode, theories and whatever it may be, and it all got explained out perfectly reasonably by the end of it. All done so well. It all makes sense, like why the Mad Mage did this makes perfect sense, because he went insane after the king got poisoned and whatever it may be, and Laios kept showing up in the paintings, and I don't remember if those paintings actually affected the past and if the Mad Mage remembers Laios. I don't think that's the case, but I could be wrong. But like after the king got poisoned and it seems the kingdom kind of went to shit, the Mad Mage went insane. And so to preserve that kingdom, he used a crazy black magic spell. It made everybody immortal. And sent them all to the Golden Country. So that all makes perfect sense why he's doing what he is, because he's practically gone insane. Then obviously we've got our gang and what Laios is going to decide to do from here. Like, he's really having to think about people for once, I feel. Like, that's something he never really thinks about. Even after they brought up the proposition to him, he brought up the food afterwards. Like, that was his first thing when they got in this room, was he brought up the food and the Minotaur food and how he couldn't taste anything because he was thinking about what they were asking so much. Like, this is the first time he has been forced to really consider people, if that makes any sense. I love the direction this series is taking. I'm so fucking excited for the last 3 episodes. The beginning of this episode was also super good. Kabadoo talking with the elves and convincing them to let him go in and do stuff, and all of the above. This was such a good episode, and this show is so peak. But I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to Delicious in Dungeon episode 21. I've done more than enough talking. Like, seriously, this recording is now at like nearly an hour of raw footage. Kind of insane. But, yeah, good luck, Xaniss. Sorry. But, such a good episode. I love this show so much. And I hope you guys enjoy these reactions. But like I said, I think that is going to wrap it up for this reaction. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.